God damn, the Vikings got that many X factors. They got 4. They got Cook, Dalvin Cook, goddamn Danielle Hunter, yeah, Thielen, and goddamn. Yeah.
I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay,
we're gonna screen to get Kobe some
I did it all subtle, ooh, and then
entertainment wise. Kobe show up somewhere wherever he went to.
For the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Only winning is exception, ain't no truth. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'm a win.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Oh, let go. I just look like none of that, bro. Real shit. I'm just be honest when I say this. Nobody give a fuck about none of that. Oh, let's see how DVJ play. Oh, we got 3 people in.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook.
Oh,
he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play.
Live. I don't know.
Give him a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before. The first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
They run again on first down.
I'm a judge.
He's going to be stopped up quickly here.
Start letting him get hit like that. We're going to knock the damn helmet off.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And they got him well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. The 40-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Oh, get this bullshit. Come
it's
on,
going to be good for
bro.
first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brady Jarrett on the stop.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Cousins.
Oh! bro.
Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, his second touchdown on the season.
Kobe.
And
I
the
gotta
Vikings take the
figure
ball
him out.
down the
First
field
of all,
and
that's what you
score
do.
on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings
I gotta
take a
fill him out,
7-0
Kobe.
lead.
You know, I don't know how he plays, so I gotta fill him out.
The kickoff unit is
Bye-bye.
out of the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way.
Somebody put a
missing
missing person report on Pooh Bear.
20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. Boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And now it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Grady Jarrett.
Grady Jarrett on the tackle there. Remember how he emerged in the Super Bowl against New England? Continues to step his play up. Was a Pro Bowler for the first time after 2019.
This one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They go play action. Cousins.
Bruh, come on, bruh. I ain't react.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Cousins again. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU, and Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him, his ability to play the ball in the air, and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll run for it with Cook. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Don't think
Defense
about it.
didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now Sam Sloman is on. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-0. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Not only they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Ryan. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan.
Oh, my God. Really?
Incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And it's 3rd and short.
Wow, bro.
With the work defensively,
Look at the ball over here.
To run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan.
Slide,
He's
Reed.
got a man, Calvin Ridley. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
I can't control the man straight out the
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Like, soon out there, how you ball this thing ran straight
defense
into
needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football. And then someone can get in there and break it and not get free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Here's Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Flush to his right. Now the hit comes.
Oh, Super Skull, let go.
And the Falcons say, how did they do? He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out
what?
of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Now, they take over the ball in field goal range.
Stop
it. So they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the
end zone and turn
this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Complete to
Russell Gage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing.
Oh,
sometimes you just have to do your game plan. Just
came out. I wasn't even expecting that.
What we're seeing here.
Look away from the screen.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this week.
Let go, Terrell.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
I'm in I-form, my guy.
On the ground with Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41.
Oh, they will go I-formation.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it?
Wait, they'll say no, like
no interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Nigga realized went right where the nigga was. Stop, bro. This game was dumb as shit ever.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Coleman now. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak.
Man, get the fuck out of here. That nigga will block.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
A 5-yard pickup.
They'll run it with Coleman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Falcons.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, incomplete. A turnover really out there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Coleman. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion with a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They go play action now. Ryan. It's caught. Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kyle just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this is going to be caught, but they'll
Get oh my fucking God, bro. Come on.
So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this up over the 25 and the 26.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Play action now. Cousins.
What the fuck is a pick 6, bro? Let me go into the house, bro. Come on.
The first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
That's a pick fucking 6,
Here's
bro.
Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do.
It's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went for it. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Eluding the pressure right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Throwing his Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4.
Damn, Keanu, looking at the man.
It's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. the shotgun. It's Cousins. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Forced out to his left. In the air, now it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. Remember, defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from the 2 scores. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Can I get a pick six, goddamn?
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And this carries into the end zone.
Boom! Sit your head down.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2
Oh, that
weeks
nigga
to chew on this one.
Oh, that's some bullshit!
One that they want to chew on. A poor performance.
I'm gonna light his ass up, bro.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off at the 30. He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Cousins. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. TJ Green with a pick. game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Falcons 42, Vikings 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Don't quit, bro. Don't quit. Do not quit.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. It's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
Atlanta.
This is Coleman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They'll run him.
Oh, my God, really?
Coleman lost it. Vikings pick up the football.
Oh, my God, really?
And he's able to get it back to the 41.
I mean, hit this nigga head on all game.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I missed his
He's
ass!
going to let it fly. He's caught at the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to